Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Mohamed Camara, and welcome back to the channel. You already know what it is. You know, one of the biggest things that I see going on right now is people just don't know how to target on Facebook. And it's not really your fault, because if you don't know what you don't know. So if you go onto Facebook and you assume that all the audiences that you picked are the right audiences, well, there's a high likelihood that you're wrong, okay? It's usually never the audience that you think it is. But in this video, I'm going to show you 6 different ways that you could go about targeting people on Facebook and in your ad sets, so that you get better performance, you get high quality data coming through, and you are in a less competitive, market. So your CPMs are going to be lower because there's less competition in some of these audiences that I'm going to talk to you about. So let's get right into it. But if you do want to enter a chance to win my next giveaway for a one-on-one, phone call, then feel free to comment down below in this video, Facebook ads for Shopify, Facebook ads for Shopify, and then whatever comment you want, and then I'll pick another random winner by next video, and you'll be able to have a one-on-one 1 hour phone call with myself, and I'll go through your whole store, whatever, answer any questions you have, or if you just want to kick it and talk. In that last video, I did talk about the 6 steps that you can take as a complete beginner to go from 0 to generating your first couple, 5 digits or 5 figures in sales with your online store. But in order to get there, we have to be really, really good at Facebook ads. So let me break down these type of audiences and these ways of targeting that's really helped me, increase my profitability when it comes to my ad sets. And the very first way is magazines, okay? And what I mean by this is, let's say you are targeting a baby product. You want to target, magazines that, parents will read while they're going through a pregnancy. And it's really, really, it's honestly a lot more powerful than just targeting baby or just targeting products. You guys can't be that broad. Okay, when you're that broad, it does 2 things. It doesn't let Facebook know what you actually want and who you actually want. You're in a competitive state because everybody else is targeting so broad, and you just don't want to be in the rookie, battlefield. It's too competitive, and that's where everybody gets slayed anyways. So you got to step your game up. You got to be in the top 1% of marketers. And to think like the top 1% of marketers, you have to think of audiences like this, right? You have to find other ways to get to the same customer without taking the same path to get there, right? Because this path is too risky. You have to go around it. So magazines is a great way to target anybody. If what I would do is just do a simple Google search of top 10, put in your niche, whether it's a dog product, whether it's a tech product. You can just say top 10 whatever magazines, and you'll see the top magazines that people will actually engage with, and more than likely you'll be able to get some of them in your Facebook ads when it comes to targeting. All right, so that's a really good way to go about it. Of course, the second way you can go about it is competitor stores. So you can do brand stores who are competitors of your product. Specifically, I can't really think of an example right now, but let's say you were doing like a makeup product. You could probably target Kylie Cosmetics. You could probably target MAC. You could probably target Naked, right? And then you can narrow them by people who like makeup magazines, right? So you're getting really, really targeted, and you're not taking the same approach as all the other dropshippers out there. This is gonna have, better performance for your ad sets, and it's gonna be less competitive, like I said. Now, of course, the third way that you could go about targeting people on Facebook ads is through their behavior. So Facebook has a breakdown of everybody's behavior when it comes to, online shoppers, engaged shoppers, people who are in a certain location for a certain amount of time, people who are relatives of somebody who's about to have a birthday coming up soon. You can get really, really creative with these, but these are going to be, because they're so specific, they're going to be a lot competitive to market in. So unless you have a really, really good product, I wouldn't go for behaviors directly. And I've heard, a common question people ask me is, do I need to narrow by engaged audience or narrow by online shopping? You don't really need to do that, because when you set up your ad sets to have the conversion pixel set to purchase, Facebook is automatically looking for engaged shoppers and engaged buyers. That's why you always see your CPMs the same when you use engaged shoppers or when you're just using the purchase pixel. It's pretty much the same audience, so not a big difference there. But other ways you can target behaviors, and again, you can narrow these. You can narrow all of these layers to get better performance out of your ad sets. The fourth way you could target people on Facebook is to actually use their job title. So this is really nice when you can, let's say there's this one popular product, I still think it sells, but it's like this back strap and it like straightens your back. But one of the common ways to win with that product, at least, is to just target people who have desk jobs and who are working administrative jobs, right? Who are working like just sitting down at their desk all day. They're usually slouched over, so when they see this, they're more likely to buy. And that's just one way of taking advantage of job titles. You can, Facebook gives you all the power in the world, but don't just sit there and type in back pain. Everybody has back pain of some sort. Okay, it's not that specific. You guys got to get really, really, really specific, and again, get to your customer without taking the average route, because the average route is where everybody else is going to fail. All right. The fifth way you can go about targeting is using locations. Okay, target regions. And if you do this, the best way to go about it is to actually create different ads for each region that you're about to target. So let's say, for the United States, for example, you want to target people in LA, you want to target people in New York, and people in Miami. Well, you can make 3 different ads. They'll be the same ad, but the first line in each ad is going to say, hey, Los Angeles, people are loving this product, right? And the second ad is going to say, hey, New York, people are loving this product. Third ad, hey, Miami, moms are loving this product in your area. That makes it feel that much more tailored to them and specific. These are like just a few ways to go about targeting on Facebook. You can get really, really creative. You have all the power in your hands, and Facebook is just returning you the data that you are putting into it. Okay, so help Facebook help you get better performing ad sets by doing a few of these things. Get really creative. Now, the sixth way you could go about finding audiences that are going to help you target people a lot better is by using a software. And this is a software I use called Connect.io. Okay, I'll leave a link down below. It's a special discount link if you want to get that below, but this one is a paid software, but it is what I use on a daily basis. Okay, Connect.io is able to find a lot of these audiences for you that competitors aren't in. Okay, and I'll give you a little breakdown of how it works because I have my laptop right here. This is the inside of Connect.io right here. And let's take that makeup product for example. Let's just type in makeup. What you don't want to do is use audiences where it's like 100 million people. See, cosmetics has 953 million people. That's about 1 billion people right there, and everybody likes cosmetics, right? Even if they are not an avid user of cosmetics on a daily basis, they might fall into this category. Now, if you start advertising there, you're gonna have some wasted ad spend, and you're gonna be really upset that your ad sets aren't performing, but it's really just your audience. Again, it's not Facebook's fault, it's your fault. So get Connect.io if you are really serious about finding these audiences that are gonna help you win. Because look, when you sort it and come down here, you can find these pools of audiences that are like 4,000 people, 6,000 people right here. Makeup and glow, 9,000 people. These are all the interest in the audiences that other competitors aren't targeting when it comes to Facebook ads, because Facebook just doesn't show it. Okay, this software right here shows you every single audience that exists. Okay, and you can go, and what I would do is I stack a lot of like 10,000 pockets of audiences. I just stack a lot of them up until it reaches about 2 million, 5 million, 10 million people, so that my ad sets itself has enough space to work. But stay away from those general audiences. 900, you will never reach 953 million people because your ad isn't even going to last that long, right? So this software is really, really, really helpful when it comes to finding like different audiences. And what you could do is you could select, let's say, your favorite, all these great audiences here to target for makeup users. You can select all of these, and then when you go to the right side and you select them, you can actually show suggestions again. So similar to Facebook, it'll show you suggestions, and it'll be even more narrow and targeted based on those audiences that you selected. So it made suggestions off of the 10 audiences that we selected, and it will just continue to get better. But again, avoid using these generic audiences. Avoid, setting up your ad sets to fail. It's like, if you have a winning product, that's 80% of the work. But the other 15 to 20% of the work is actually matching it up with the right audience. You can have the best product in the world, but if you don't know how to put it in front of the right person, you might as well just go out in the street and then wave your product in front of people and hope that they buy. You have to get really, really creative when it comes to your Facebook ads targeting. That's the one most simple way that you can see results and things change overnight, is by just changing who you're showing it to. Now, this is just a few of the strategies that I'm using to, target people in a very precise manner, okay? This is just one of the few ways. And look, this is the information on my YouTube, so imagine what's in the course, right? This is just scratching the surface. And I'm telling you, if you join the course, you will be amongst the top 1% of, e-com entrepreneurs out there, because simply put, nobody is giving out information, nobody is giving out value like this that actually matters. It's all just the same recycled information, that they're watching each other's videos and making new videos for clicks and stuff. So if you actually want to learn something, subscribe, Money Team, like this video, show some love. I appreciate it. Y'all been helping the channel grow so far. But I'll leave a link to Connect.io if you're interested in getting that, and I'll leave a link to join Ecom Bootcamp if you're ready to step your game up and join the ballers. But in the meantime, check out some other videos if you like, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.